is nice. Oh my god. Harleys are slow my ass, man. This thing is ridiculous. I'm barely giving it anything. It just fucking goes. Funny, I had no intention of riding this bike today at all. I was gonna ride a Dyna. Gotta be easy on these tires, but good god, man. Jesus Christ, it's unreal. What's going on, guys? I am Man on the Road. I'm back on a 2017 Harley Road King. Thing is brand new, 7 miles on it. I didn't intend on riding it. It happened, man. I actually was gonna ride a Dyna low, but fuck it. Hey, it's got cruise control. Wow, I didn't know that. This thing is too sweet. Clutch is a little funny, but again, it's brand new. All that stuff will work in. This has got a 107 cubic inch motor, which I have no idea. I think it's like 1700 cc's. I don't know. It's got a heel toe shifter. Never used one before, so it's a little weird. This bike just makes me smile, and it's gorgeous. It's got this like matte gray finish on it. I honestly had no idea this had a cruise control on it. So, neato. We'll see how well it holds its speed on the highway. This seat is pretty damn comfy too. I was surprised, you know, without a backrest or anything. I will say, like, the turn signal indicator and stuff, it's a bit low for my taste. I'll tell you what, neutral is a trick. There it is. Found it. It's a really wide bike. Really wide. I'm sorry, this isn't a very like informative first ride and doesn't have all the cinematics like chase on 2 wheels, but dude, I'm just having fun. I've honestly been looking, you know, at Harleys for a while. I've owned all the big four already. Why not something different? I mean, I love the Indians too, so if I ever get a chance to ride one of those. Look at that. I'll be all over that, because that's probably my favorite bike on the market right now. It's the Indian. These footboards are pretty nice. The heel toe feels like it's too far up, like the heel part, but maybe it's just because I've never, you know, used one. So yeah, I test rode the Sportster 48, and where this wins, I mean, on top of that acceleration, it's I don't know, something about just sitting on this one makes you smile. And there's cruise control. And it seems to be doing a damn fine job. But I want to ride it, so I'm going to keep the cruise control off, because it's more about me. I want to have my fun. I believe that's you know, that new Milwaukee motor that's in it. Fucking moves though. Transmission's a bit clunky. Something you'd expect on a new bike. Like, I'm sure it just needs to be worked in, but this transmission is a little funky. The cruise control is nice. It does have a gas gauge, which I'm not used to on any bike. It's got emergency flashers, passing light. You can smell all the paint and stuff. It's a brand new bike. You can smell all like the exhaust paint and the gaskets and everything seating in. It really feels like this bike does not like to go slow. It doesn't want to just cruise at 45. I'll go ahead and burn through that light. Unfamiliar bike, it's pretty heavy. I don't want to be slamming on the brakes. The mirrors are actually pretty damn good. And I guess because it's bigger, you don't feel the vibration as much. You definitely feel vibration, but not as much as like when I'm braking there. I think a lot of it has to be in, you know, wrong gear. I will say neutral is a bitch, but Revin said that it was the same way on his brand new Harley. I don't know, the bars may be a little like not close enough, a little too far away. I don't know, there's something satisfying about the feel of being on one of these big touring bikes. And I'm pretty sure this is like the the bottom of the line as far as touring bikes go, the Road King. It's easier to use the heel shifter to find neutral than it is to go from second or to pull up from first. I will say that that fucking toe shifter keeps grabbing my pants, and because it's so wide, I find myself like not having to tiptoe but doing it anyway. God, this bike is so fucking cool. By the way, I'm test riding this from the same place that Revan bought his Harley from, Denny's Harley-Davidson here in Springfield, Missouri. And man, they're so pleasant. Like I told them, I'm not buying a bike today or even soon. And they're like, that's fine. You got to start somewhere. You got to figure out what you want. And that's so cool and so refreshing. There's a Harley dealership, I think it was in Claremont, Florida. It was Claremont or Winter Garden. I think it was in Claremont. And they were fucking hateful. So hateful. They didn't even like us metric guys coming up there to the shop. For the time I rode an FJ. Engine braking's not very strong at all on this. It needs some pipes. It doesn't have to be obnoxious or super loud. Just needs a bit of a voice as far as I'm concerned. It turns. And again, I'm on new tires, so I'm not trying to do it super hard, but like I feel like it could turn. It probably can, you know, turn pretty well. But it does feel a bit sloppy. But again, it's a pretty big, heavy bike. And I feel comfortable and confident doing turns. And these aren't, you know, sharp turns or high-speed turns, but it's pretty common what type of turns you're going to be hitting on back roads and stuff and highways. I mean, this is really a touring bike, so highways. But I feel confident, I feel planted. Just feels a little slow turning, maybe a little sloppy coming out, but super stable. First, second, first, second, first, second, neutral. These brakes are pretty strong. They feel good. And I like these hard bags right here. You could reach into them while you're riding. Like the handle's right here, so it's easy to get to. It's comfortable. The seat fits, and like I'm a big guy, so it fits pretty well for my size person. I just want to gun it more. That's what this bike feels like it wants to do. It wants to be out on the highway. I mean, granted, I do take quite a few trips on the highway. Buying this bike would probably be overkill for me, especially considering the price, which is I think this one specifically is $24,000. Oh, and I'm the second person ever to ride this bike, so that's pretty fucking cool. Just they got it off the truck, the tech, you know, put together what had to be put together, adjusted the clutch to how he likes it, and got it and tested it. Other than that, I'm the first person. They've only had this bike for a couple days. And that's pretty cool to say. Like, I've never been that young on a bike. I mean, I think the Fury I rode had 3 miles on it when I rode it, so I was probably the second person on that one too. But it still is pretty cool. And it's pretty cool that they're just letting me take bikes. Like, just pick one, man. And again, they know I'm not riding, or I'm not buying today, but it doesn't bother them. And they're not like, hey, hold on, you got to stay away from this bike. That's clearly too expensive for your poor ass. I think he was telling me there was a cop. Yeah, they're not like, that's clearly too expensive for your poor ass. Go sit on a Sportster, faggot. No, they're not like that at all. They're very pleasant, and they're not fucking metric haters like the people down in Florida were. They've literally told me to go fucking back to the Honda dealership. What? Come on, guys. We're more grown up than that, aren't we? But they fucking hated us metric guys in Florida. Here at Denny's, they're really polite, and they remember you. So, I mean, there's a reason. I've heard that people come from, you know, like Arkansas, not super far away, but that's so cool, the self-canceling turn signals. I will say my FJ 1100 had them too. They didn't work worth a damn. That's pretty cool. But I've heard people come from like Oklahoma and Arkansas to buy from Denny's. And yeah, I could believe it, because I've been to a lot of Harley dealerships that just were hateful. And these guys up here at Denny's, they're nice guys. I don't want to give the bike back. It's too good, man. Harley did a good job. Granted, could you get more in a metric bike for this price? Yeah, you get quite a bit more. The bike isn't just sloppily thrown together. Like, if that's what you're worried about, like a 70s Harley, it's not, man. It's pretty sweet. Ultra comfortable too on the stock seat. I'd like to try like a Electra Glide or an Ultra Glide too, but I don't know how I'd feel about that giant fairing in front of me. Though I would like to try like an Iron Butt challenge, the starter one, the Saddle Sore 1000. I think it'd be cool to try it, and I'd probably really like the big windscreen at that time. This bike, it feels nice, it feels open, and I think having that open front end probably makes it feel, probably makes it feel a little lighter than it really is, just because it's open. Because your mind can play tricks on you with motorcycles. I do feel like the bars are probably a little far forward for me. I find myself leaning so I can bend. If I sit back, if I sit straight like this, it doesn't work. For a touring bike, that is a fuck ton of wind, and I bet that would be exhausting over time. Luckily, it has cruise control, so maybe you can just tuck down. Yeah, see? There you go. That's how you do it. You just throw on cruise control. Just let it go. Ow! Fucker! If I bought this bike, maybe my extended family would talk to me. I'm kidding, they talk to me. They just talk a lot of shit. My Aunt Jean is one of those old school Harley people. My dad would talk a lot of shit. He always wanted a Harley until he got in that Shadow. Now he shit talks Harleys. I mean, I like them all. I really want to ride an Indian. But it's a bit of a drive out there to the Indian place. And as of right now, tomorrow from today, they're holding a big Indian event, like a demo ride thing. But I don't think I'm going to be able to make it. Which really makes me sad, because I've been dreaming about the Indians, especially the Chief, for a very long time. Which I kind of compare the Chief to the Road King. Although most of your motorcycle magazines and stuff, they compare it to like the Heritage Softail. I don't know, it feels more like a Road King to me, just by look and stuff. Look and size and weight. I mean, I'm pretty sure it's even heavier than a Road King, but I'm not positive. Holy shit, that's loud. The brakes are too good. I do want to say thank you to Denny's Harley-Davidson for letting me ride this bike. Essentially no questions asked. Such nice guys. Anyways, that's gonna do it, guys. I'm gonna head home. I'm gonna leave the camera rolling as always, just in case anything interesting happens, but if not, I'll see you in the next video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Bye. God damn. The bike is so fucking clean, man. $25 grand.